Hi guys, welcome to the next video on the chapter Resource and Development. In the previous video we discussed about land as a resource. In this video we'll be discussing about soil as a resource. Now, soil is important for agricultural growth, so that we already know. But it is also responsible for plant growth, and plants in the end are responsible for life on land. So our survival is dependent on soil, and that makes it quintessential to conservation. Now, it takes millions of years for a soil to form from a parent bedrock. Now, you will see that this would be your standard bedrock. Now, this is also what type of rock there is in the bottom that determines what type of soil you will get. But not just this, you also need the organic material. So plants and animals that die over the rocks, this rocks being disintegrated into fine particles, and combined with the organic material, plus with the help of what type of rainfall there is, what type of temperature there is, then what type of running water there is around, and how the decomposers are acting. All these factors together determine what type of soil you will eventually get in millions of years. So these are the various factors. Now, depending on the various factors and the location, you have the different types of soils in India, which are 6: your alluvial soil, your red and yellow soil, your laterite soil, your arid soil, your black soil, and your forest soil. We'll discuss each of them individually. So let's look at our alluvial soil. Alluvial soil is the most important and the most fertile soil. So you will see that most of your major crops that are there that are grown over the alluvial soil. So you will have your wheat, your paddy, your sugar cane. So major crops that you have, that will be under your alluvial soil. Now, alluvial soil is formed near the river basins. So wherever you have the flow of river, you have the flow of river of Ganga, you have the flow of river of Brahmaputra, then you have here the Ganga Brahmaputra basin, then wherever you have the Krishna Godavari basin. So here in the coastal areas you have your alluvial soil. Then your west flowing rivers, they flow here. So this river also creates alluvial soil in it. So this region entire where I have drawn here is the region where you will find the alluvial soil. So northeastern plain, northern plain, east coastal plains, Krishna Godavari, Kaveri, Ganga, Brahmaputra, Yamuna. So those are your plains. Now, this soil, when it is fine particles, they are deposited by the river near the beds. So you will see that it is very fertile, and the older the particles get, they have coarse grains. So, and the fine particles are the new alluvial soil. So the new alluvial soil is called khadar, the old alluvial soil is called bhangar. So you will have khadar and bhangar depending on the size of the grains. Now let's discuss about black soil. Now, black soil is black in color because of the reason that it looks burnt, and due to the presence of lava flow in it millions of years when it was being formed. So it looks burnt because of the lava flow. Now, this condition is essential for the growth of cotton because this type of soil can hold a lot of moisture in it. So this is a very important property of the soil, that it can hold a lot of moisture in it, which is essential for your cotton growth. So this entire region, you have your black soil because of the presence of a volcano initially, or lava flow during the millions of years ago. So in this northwestern Deccan Plateau, so you have your black soil in it. So cotton production, just associate black soil with cotton production, and that is about your black soil. Now moving on to red and yellow soil. Now, red soil gets its name from the color it has due to the presence of iron in it. So iron gives a reddish color to it, reddish tint to it, so that makes it a red soil. Now, when iron is dehydrated, the soil is dehydrated, you get yellowish color, and that soil is called yellow soil. So you will see that these soils belong in similar regions, so overlapping of soils. And wherever you have excess temperature and the soil gets dehydrated due to excess temperature, you will see presence of yellow soil. So you will see that this red soil is formed in these regions. You will see that these regions are the regions where you will have your red and yellow soil. So this region is generally, and in regions where there is a lot of heat, so you will have all the southern states, you will have a lot of heat, so dehydrated yellow soil. So in Odisha, West Bengal, also there is a lot of heat, so you will have red and yellow soil. So you will see that overlapping of red and yellow soil is there. So here you can see Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Piedmont zone of Western Ghats and the southern part of Gangetic Plains here near West Bengal. So you have your yellow soil. Now moving on to the laterite soil. Now laterite soil is formed in those regions where you have extensive rainfall and it is followed by a period of intensive heating. So you will have intensive rainfall and extensive heating. So this is called leaching. So leaching happens in this region. So because of that, the soil lacks nutrients because it doesn't get time enough to settle because of the intense heating. So this soil is deficient in nutrients. Also, this makes it acidic in nature. So because it is acidic in nature, it is not very fertile. But if you provide it nutrients, you will see that with heavy doses of manure, it is cultivable. So this soil, your laterite soil, is cultivable if you provide a lot of nutrients to it. So regions where it is formed is the southern states where there is a lot of heat again, your Western Ghats and the Odisha. So similar regions of red soil and yellow soil and your laterite soil. Also, these are the regions where you will have your cash crops, but you will not see your food crops because it requires a lot of manure. So you will have your cash crops here. So tea, coffee and cashew nuts. Now, moving on to arid soil. Arid soil, as the name suggests, lacks moisture in it. So in regions associated with very low moisture. So you have your desert soil called arid soil. So where do we have a desert? We all know the Thar desert in Rajasthan. So you will see that your arid soil is found only in the western Rajasthan, this region. Now, so dry climate conditions, high temperature, fast evaporation. So it lacks humus and moisture. So because of this, the soil is without moisture and hence it is not useful for food crops or any types of crops. But if you provide it with moisture, then it becomes cultivable because it lacks only moisture in it. So with proper irrigation, you will have a good soil in it. So it is fertile given enough water. Now, we have soil erosion. So soil erosion, basically the top part of the soil moving away. So that is eroding of the top soil. Now, it can be due to man-made as well as natural causes as well. So man-made causes would be those reasons which makes the soil loose. So you will have your deforestation which makes the soil loose, overgrazing, plowing in the wrong way, construction, mining, all those make your soil loose. Similarly, your running water, that takes the soil away. So all these reasons are the reasons for soil erosion. So we know the man-made reasons, we know the natural reasons, so we know how to control it as well. So if we have man-made reasons like deforestation, simply we can control deforestation. So controlled or afforestation can be done. We can control overgrazing. So all this can be controlled, which will help in soil conservation. Now, if there is a lot of flow of water, natural cause, then you can have contour flowing. So you will have contour lines built into the land that stops the flow of water. So terrace farming, basically getting strips made so that in terrace is formed where water can slow down. So this is what it is about soil conservation, which is really important as soil is a very important resource. So this covers this video on the topic soil as a resource. Thank you.